Right, go, May. Go, go, go. Give it a yak.
3, 2, 1, go.
What is that?
It's got 49 horsepower. It's going to ruin it. Get
Can
the
we find
Jeep.
a small dog instead to tow it?
That is presumably a pickup truck.
Here we go!
Where the Fiat would be an anchor and the Jeep a tug.
3, 2, 1, go. Hammond, you moron!
Well, I couldn't do anything. I got no steering. I was
Why
talking.
didn't you tell us?
I was yelling on the radio. You pulled me
This
from a
family has
building.
loved this car since 1991, and you turn up from bloody Wales or North America or wherever it is you've been, and you've already ruined it.
Listen, it's been a bit of a cluster thing. We need to work it all out. We need communications properly organised.
What is
You
that?
need
That?
It's my ladder.
You bought something you can't get into or out of without a ladder.
It's very high up.
So far, Hammond's pickup had wrecked everything on the...
It's out of the way. Get a bloody move on. £8,000. And absolutely everything on it works. Go. I think it's going to be ideal, though, for wildlife photography because it's four-wheel drive, it's a Jeep, so I could use it to track a snow leopard. It's got a 4-litre straight 6, so I could keep up with a diving eagle. And of course, no roof, fold-down windscreen, so a 360-degree field of fire for my camera. Speed is the answer. Fast. No!
Let me fill you in a bit on my 1998 Chevy CK size American pickup that's been made a bit bigger with a lift kit and modifications that I'll tell you about later. Go! I have four-wheel drive, high and low ratios. That and this massive lift kit, I can go anywhere. No animal's going to stay away from my lens. Probably most wildlife photographers use things like this anyway. You don't see it, you know, on the telly with Attenborough and stuff, because, well, this is behind the scenes. This is how they get there. The lift kit added to this car by the previous owner has not improved the steering or handling or ride. Come on, keep going.
Now we're alone, viewers, let me tell you a little bit about my car. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, that's just a Fiat Panda, and they're in South America, they're bound to be going over difficult terrain, yes, yes, yes. But let me tell you this, what you need for serious off-roading is smallness and lightness. That's what I've got. This is a tiny car, it weighs 780 kilograms, a quarter of what Hammond's stupid monster truck does. Away! Now, if you compare this with the original Series 1 Panda, it has a four-wheel drive system made in Austria, very dependable, slightly raised ride height, but the same engine. It does have inclinometers on it so that I can see when I'm about to fall over. It all works, the lights work, the hazards work, the fan, the cooling system, all the instruments, the windows and the automatic mirrors. It's all perfect, apart from the bit that Richard Hammond damaged. I'm winning.
Ow!
Soon we arrived at the really rather beautiful walled city of Cartagena. Eventually, having got our shopping done, we met up for a camera show and tell. And once again...
Here we go!
This is a 50mm prime, really fast, beautiful lens. Then I've got...
Let's do this.
James, move, you're in my shot. Woof.
We're going to get further away.
Oh, Christ, I've got a macro on.
James, move, you're in my shot. Woof.
We're going to get further away.
Oh, Christ, I've got a macro on. Stay, pigeon. Don't scare it.
Get out of the way.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I annoying
Yes, you are.
Well, yes,
you
we
can't
do to
possibly
me.
need to be that close. Hello, horsey.
Eventually, we got into the groove.
Got it.
Look at my pigeon.
And after just 20 minutes, we met up to celebrate a job well done.
Yeah, I've
So
got
you've
a dog.
You've got that horse one.
I've got the
Have you
pigeon looking gormless.
I think haven't we pretty much done it?
A number of dogs and a number of horses.
Which
and
are-
the the spider had gone, but I've got...
Here we go!
And why don't you pull alongside your colleague in his, let's be honest, 1 litre Fiat Panda with your...
Hurry up!
3, 2, 1, go!
Go! Go. There you go. Sorry, mate, sorry.
Panicking.
Yeah.
Richard Trailer Trash Trump Hammond has been beaten, and beaten big time, bigly.
I mean, I don't want you to take this personally or anything, Hammond, but your truck must be utter garbage.
Absolute garbage.
You wait, this thing will come into its own soon and you'll be left gasping.
I'm longing to see the environment where that comes into its own.
Get a bloody move on.
Since the Jaguars
Let's do this.
along a dirt path that was once a railway built by the British.
Go. Oh, dearie me. Oops. Oh my God! Oh, very, very quickly here. Two. Oh!
Along a dirt path that was once a railway built by the British.
Good. It is quite scary through here. Oh, for God's sake. Bog! boy! Oh, dearie me. That's... No! Oh my God! Right, jaguars, they are very difficult to spot and very, very rare. You don't want to come face to face with a jaguar, though, because it does have very strong bitey bits. Kills its prey by biting through its skull and then... I'm rather confused here. We're approaching... Let's do this. James doesn't like height. Because what bloody difference will it make? Really? This is a lot higher than it looked in the brochure. Oh, bollocks. Drive carefully. Off. Because what bloody difference will it make? Really? This is a lot higher than it looked in the brochure. Oh, bollocks. Drive carefully. Oh. Right, I've made it. That's good. Hammond, you will shit your pants doing this.
Well, that's helpful.
I already am watching.
Not looking down, thinking about other things. Now very slowly. It's not going to work.
And then it was the turn of Big Donald.
Oh, God.
Get out of the way.
To that edge. And hoping to God that gives me enough. Oh, Christ. I'm shaking like I've never shaken. God! Hand to that edge. And hoping to God that gives me enough. Oh, Christ. I can do this. Hand to that edge. And hoping to God that gives me enough. Oh, Christ. I'm shaking like I've never shaken. I can do this. I am doing it. Hand to that edge. And hoping to God that gives me enough. Oh, Christ. I can do this. God! I'm just going to look at the wood. Not at what's below, just look at the wood.
Who is that clippity-clopping across my bridge?
Oh, God! Not the Billy Goat Grab game.
I will move my Jeep out of your way. If you can answer this simple prog rock question.
I don't know anything about prog rock at all. Let me off the bridge, I'm going to be sick, please.
Eventually, Hammond became quite...
Get a bloody move on.
Eventually, having...
This is tremendous. It's like being on a rally stage.
Go.
Hey! Go faster. That Tony and Sherry Blair were in fact massive World Rally Championship fans. In fact, I think they took part in a couple on the quiet. They just didn't want people to know about it. They thought it was sort of...
Get out of the way.
Further ahead, my long lens had grabbed a couple of animals. Further ahead, my long lens had grabbed a couple of animals. Further ahead, my long lens had grabbed a couple of animals.
I don't believe Amazon will be rushing to have that as their screensaver.
Here we go!
Eventually, though, after driving deep into the jungle, we arrived at
Get a bloody move on.
That's how you're supposed to use them. It's in the instructions. That's what you do. You set it up.
The next morning, with James in a state of deep puzzlement, Hammond and I checked out the ruined trap cameras.
So let me just get this clear. The Jaguar
mauled your camera.
Yeah.
Is that really...
Hurry up!
Accurate? That's Saddam Hussein. We've now got to go and get his sons.
Let's do this.
Persecution. I insisted we saddle up and set off to look for Paddington.
Go! Oh my God.
Persecution. I insisted we saddle up and set off to look for Paddington.
Go! What? Oh my God!
Keep it diagonal, obviously, while crossing these things.
Oh, shite!
Oh! Oh! Look at you with the wheel in the air.
Can we please try not to make this look like it's a problem? Because
Here we go!
Notably, his pickup truck chose that moment to go.
Hurry up!
And then it's down to you because I haven't got the weight to pull you, okay? Here we go, 3, 2, 1.
Away!
a beer panda.
Yes! Yes!
Jeremy Corbyn just pulled Freddie Mercury out.
It's a meeting of minds.
I'm not sure we're very good at fist pumping.
With
Get a bloody move on. Right. Go on a bear hunt. Go. Oh, for God's sake. Right. Go on a bear hunt. Go. Actually looking forward to seeing a bear, I really am. I like all bears except polar bears, which I hate. They're vicious and they eat school children.
Let's do this.
Yes, it is, it moved. Shh. That's his face.
Oh, yes.
Having had a decent night's sleep, we convened to plan our next move.
Morning.
What's the matter with your face?
It's all good.
No.
It's like being in The Singing Detective.
It is.
Bloody roof. Anyway, listen.
Sorry, I'm briefly mesmerised.
Listen.
I'm back.
While you...
We then went shopping in Bogota's massive...
Here we go!
To reach Condor Country, we decided to get cracking immediately.
What are you doing? Go!
Are you terrified? Well, hang on.
Hammond. Rubbish. Oh no. Oh my word.
I cannot wait to see...
To reach Condor Country, we decided to get cracking immediately.
Go.
There's the problem.
Clarkson, you moron. Here comes a really dangerous bend. This is just brilliant. Oh, that's interesting. Oh my word.
I cannot wait to see a condor because they are one of the most superb creations on Earth. They just are magnificent. They can stay at 18,000 feet all day, maybe flap their arms once. Right, gentlemen, we're passing 10,000 feet now. How's your temperature gauges?
Mine's getting hot, really hot.
Weirdly, my car isn't overheating.
But it is producing some steam because I think maybe...
Get a bloody move on.
We continued on Jeremy's journey up into the...
Let's do this.
There we are. 2 clicks. Right, watch this.
Go. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Get on with it. Oh, for
Engine. There we are. 2 clicks. Right, watch this.
Go. Oh my God! No! No! That'll do. Oops. Oh boy!
Come on, Jeep. Yes, you little beauty.
Hurry out!
And when the clouds had lifted,
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Here we go!
which didn't work,
Again? This is terrible.
Stupid. Where does this go? I like off-roading, I do. Oh. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, oh. Oh. What?
Mercifully, though, the storm passed, so we drove down the rough and icy mountain track, long into the night.
Hurry up!
What were you doing?
I told you condors live down here.
He's living. It was living up there and it's had engine failure and it's crashed here.
Doesn't matter how it got here. Fact is, it is, and I've got pictures of it. That means we're done.
You can't put that on an Amazon screensaver.
Why not?
Well, it's lost quite a lot of its majesty.
But it's a condor, and that means we're finished. That's it. We've done. James, I've got to...
Now, on the last 75 miles of our 30...
Let's do this.
Yes, viewers, about a kilometre to go, and I haven't been run over by a monster truck. Away!
Ah! Help! Ah!
Yes, viewers, about a kilometre to go, and I haven't been run over by a monster truck. Let's go.
Oh, God! Wow.
Oh, no! Rubbish!
Ah.
It's what we need.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ah. Ow!
I'm absolutely delighted. Hammond, I can only see you behind me. Can you see Clarkson behind you?
No, just looking for him.
At that moment, though, we were
Get a bloody move on.
Look at his big fat face. Yes.
Well, that's it.
That's tremendous. Hippopotamus.
Photos of a hippo.
Congratulations.
Here we go!
Scary bridge you
I
did.
don't know. He overcooked it because it's near the end.
No. Oh no! Hurry up! Hug! Oh my God! Hug! Oh, that'll do. That was stupid!
Is that?
It is.
Oh, brief moment of elation followed by plummeting depression.
Where have you...
Taken?
They won't.
Well, some of them are quite good.
Well, one or two of them are good.
No.
Well, whatever. We'll see you very soon. Goodbye.
James, what is that? I mean,
It's got 49 horsepower. It's going to ruin it. Get
can
the
we find a
Jeep.
small dog instead to tow it?
Let's do this.
Where the Fiat would be an anchor and the Jeep a tug.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hammond, you moron!
Well, I couldn't do anything. I got no steering. I was
Why
talking...
didn't you tell us?
I was yelling on the radio. You pulled me
This
through a
family has
building.
loved this car since 1991, and you turn up from bloody Wales or North America or wherever it is you've been, and you've already ruined it.
Listen, it's been a bit of a cluster thing. We need to work it all out. We need communications properly organised.
What is
You
that?
need
That?
It's my ladder.
You...
Hang on a minute.
Shit. Hammond, you
Excuse me.
Oh, shit. Hammond, you moron!
Well, I couldn't do anything.
£8,000. And absolutely everything on it works.
Honestly, I don't know.